If the reading this week could be titled anything, my suspicion is that we'd probably want to put on the top of the page, how to transform the mundane into the holy. Last week, we read something utterly profane. Moses, the story began, climbed on Mount Sinai, and met God face to face, and then came down from that mountain 40 days later, bearing the word of God. But what he saw, when he came to the base of the mountain, so terrified, frightened, and shamed him, that the tablets were smashed. He saw Bnei Israel dancing around a golden calf and saying, This calf is our God that redeemed us from Egypt. After that very shameful episode, what occurs? According to the sages, that took place on the awful day of Yom Kippur. In today's Torah reading, Vayakhel, and Moses gathered the people on the day after Yom Kippur. Not a point to be glossed over or missed. This is the day after the punishments, the day after the tears, the day after the self-flagellation, the day after all of the internal pain and personal disgust at what we have done over the prior year. The day after is the essential nugget of what defines us as human beings. Not the fact that we beat our chest on Yom Kippur, but how we modify our behavior the next day. The day after Yom Kippur is the essence of what we are and what we become. Moses gathers the people of Israel on the day after Yom Kippur and says, Now, let's begin again. Let's talk about the essential elements that we carve out of our life and define ourselves by and with. And then Moses then goes on to say, almost as a disconnect, let's build a Mishkan. Let's build a tabernacle in the wilderness. Kol asher veni lubo, anybody who is moved in their heart of hearts to give something towards the construction of this tabernacle, let him do so. What Moses is offering to the people is an opportunity, a chance at personal redemption, a chance at changing their own behavior, a chance when they look in the mirror to see something different than they've ever seen before when they gaze back at their own eyes and their own self. You see, Yom Kippur is not the defining moment of our life. The day after, that is. As we approach Shabbat and as we gain closer proximity to the holy day of Pesach, let me wish you a beautiful Shabbos in your heart and soul and mind. May you find peace in this world and hope in the next.